Okay, so the next thing we need to take care of is the media queries starting at 600 pixels. A couple of things that we need to do. We need to change the width on, we need to change the width when we get down to 800 of the content area. With the wrapper, rather, we need to change it to 85% instead of 80. It doesn't make a huge difference. If you look there, it is at 85% or at 80%, and we're going to take it down just a little bit. If you look here, you'll see that it changes just a little bit at under 600. We want to take care of that. We're going to move the info, my info, down to the bottom instead of in a column on the left, or on the right rather. So it goes from here, and it's going to go down to the bottom, and this is going to take up the entire space. And we're going to go from 4 columns of pictures here to 3 columns. Okay? So the first thing we want to do is take care of that width change. So this is the page we're working on here. I'll move it out of the way for a second. We're going to do the media queries, the media query line, which is the at media screen and max width 600 pixels. First style rule we're going to put in there is wrapper. And the width is going to be 85%. Go ahead and save that and bring this back over. So there's at 670, and we get down to under 600, and it changes. Okay. Now up here it hasn't changed yet. We want it to look like this. We want it to come out like that. And part of what's doing that is not the wrapper itself, but is this paragraph. So let's look up in our text, or first let's look in our source code, and we'll see that we are looking inside intro. So the section is intro, and this paragraph inside intro, let's see what the styles are doing on that normally. So at top, intro P is width at 70%, and we want to make that wider. So we're going to go ahead and make it all the way out to 100%, and that would be 100% of that of the wrapper, which is at 85%. So it's going to be the intro P, and our width is going to be 100%. So that should make a change for us there. Let's just double check. This is the one we're working on. Refresh it, and it did go on out to the full measure of the 85% that we're looking at. It's all the way out to the edge now, like the other text is here. There's another change up in the main navigation. If you look here, it's inset a bit, and when we switch in, we're just going to move it out a little bit. So it's in, and we're just going to move it out to the edges a little bit. So that main navigation section, its width is set at 50%. Let's go back and see what section we're talking about. And it is this UL. So I guess I was showing you the wrong thing a second ago. Let's go back again and look. The main navigation is this. So this is the finalized version. So it is inset here, and it is taking up 50% of the entire wrapper. And at 600, we want it to come back out. And instead of taking up 100%, which would come out to here, we want it to take up 80% of this area now. We're going to do the main nav. Let's just steal this from up here. Take it down here. Whoops, it has to be inside. I'll tab it over. And I said we want to make it 80%. Let's close that and make sure that we made that work. Let's watch this here. When I refresh it, it goes out to the width we want. We go over 600 pixels, it goes little again, go under 600, and it's gone wide. So that's what we wanted to happen there. So in the next movie, we'll move ahead with the other changes that need to be made in this section.